Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions. I have a lot of stuff here to try and I'm so excited. And I am so excited. I have the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I have the new Amrezy and Anastasia highlights. I'm going to use the Tarte foundation. I have a new Anastasia liquid lipstick. I have the highlight brush from Anastasia, and I have a couple pair of lashes. I mean, obviously I'm going to use one pair, but I don't know which one I'm going to use. I also wanted to talk about something really quick before we get into the first impressions. I got a huge box here of all Sigma Beauty products, and I'm going to try some stuff from here as well. I am actually affiliated with them now, and I'm so excited. So you can get 10% off any Sigma purchase with my coupon code. I will leave it here, and it will always be in the description box where you can get 10% off if you use my coupon code. And I do make a small commission off of that, just thought I would throw that out there. So if that bothers you, obviously don't use my code. They sent over some brushes, they sent their gel eyeliner, they sent an eyeshadow palette, and all of that. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to play with some of the brushes, and I'm really excited to try this gel eyeliner. I'm going to use that today as well. I love Sigma brushes so much, and that is why I'm affiliated with them, because their brushes are absolutely amazing and I stand by them. Alright, so let's get started on this first impressions. So I already have primer on, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to start with my eyes. So let's zoom in on my eyes. Alright, so I'm going to take the Anastasia Soft Glam eyeshadow palette, you guys. I feel like this eyeshadow palette is going to be my favorite eyeshadow palette. I could just tell by looking at it. These are so my colors here. I'm just going to put a little concealer on my eyelids just to prime them. If you guys like using a eyeshadow base, then feel free to do that, but I just feel like concealer just is so easy to blend out, and it just does the trick for me. I'm going to go in with this first shade right here called Tempera, and I'm going to put this all over the lid to set that concealer. That way all the eyeshadows go on nicely. I will say, digging into the palette already, there is quite a bit of fallout, but I really am not someone that gets mad about fallout. I feel like you're going to get fallout if the shades are pigmented. So just to show you guys, that's what it looks like with a little bit of fallout. It's nothing crazy, but I know some people don't really like it. Alright, so I'm going to take this new Sigma Tapered E35 blending brush. I actually already have this brush, but this one's nice and new. So I figured I would use this one for the video because I can really see how the eyeshadows blend. So I'm going to go into this color right here, this Dusty Rose color. I really like this shade. I think this is a repeat from another palette. I think the Modern Renaissance palette has this color. And I'm just going to throw this right into my crease. I'm going to do somewhat of an easy eye look today because I'm testing out a ton of products. So I don't want this video to be like 8 million years long. So we're just going to do kind of like a simpler, kind of like easier eye look. So right off the bat, this shade is blending out so nicely, so seamlessly, and I didn't really have to put any work. This eyeshadow brush, amazing. Alright, so for the next shade, I just want to deepen up the outer crease, and there isn't like a super cool toned color, but I'm going to go in with this brown right here that's called Cypress Umber. I'm just going to grab that and put this in the outer corner. And for that, I'm going to use a Sigma E45 brush. This is what it looks like. This one is very loved. You can see the writing is like all coming off here. So I'm just going to dip into that Cypress Umber shade ever so slightly, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to put this right in the outer corner. I don't want this color to take over at all. I just kind of want to deepen up the crease just a tad because I want to mainly focus it on the kind of like purpley pink colors. So once I put that on, I'm going to go back in with my other brush that I was using the other shade on, and I'm just going to blend those two together. I go back into Dusty Rose and just kind of reapply that and also blend out the other color. Alright, now I'm going to go into the Concealer F70 brush. Just looks like this. I'm going to use this to cut the crease a little bit. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I just want to clean up the lid just to apply one of the other shades. I'm just cleaning up the actual lid space right here. Alright, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab this shade, this really pretty pink shade right here. I'm going to grab that on that same concealer brush. And I am going to just apply this without spraying my brush because I want to see the pigmentation. Wow, that's pigmented. That is without spraying the brush. I think that's super pigmented. I'm just going to spray my brush just to see what difference it makes. So that is with my brush sprayed, and that side doesn't have it sprayed, so obviously it does intensify. And I don't mind spraying my shadows because I feel like I do that with most of my looks anyway. Right now I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that right next to it. I'm just going to go back in with Dusty Rose, and I'm just going to kind of fix the line up here, just kind of define it. Alright, so I think I'm just going to leave it at this right now. I'm just going to take that Tempera shade, and I'm going to just put it under my brow bone. Because there isn't really a like super light brow bone highlight in here. So I'm just going to use this. So now I'm going to take the Sigma gel eyeliner in the color Wicked. And I'm actually going to go in with Sigma's winged liner brush. It's their E06 brush. It just looks like this. Very, very tiny. So far, I really like the eyeliner and the brush combination together. We'll see how it wears throughout the day, if it smudges or anything. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, but I am going to use lashes. Alright, so I can't decide which lashes I want to use. These are the Lily lashes. I have them in Miami, which is on the top, and Monaco, which is on the bottom. I think I want to use Monaco. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Monaco for today. So I'm going to apply these and I will be right back. I really, really love the lashes. Alright, moving on to my face. I'm going to finish the lower lash line after, but I'm just going to spray my face with some of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water just to kind of prime. Alright, so I know there's a ton of controversy on this foundation. I know that there are like no shades for darker skin, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think there's any excuse. If you're going to release a foundation, you should have it in every single shade for everybody, or else you shouldn't release it at all. That's just my opinion, but I did purchase it because I am a makeup lover and I needed to try it. So I am going to apply this. This is the color Light Sand. I've only used this one time and I didn't really pay attention to how it wore, but I will say this color is definitely a little too light for me right now. I do have like a tiny bit of a fake tan on right now, so it is fading, so I will be able to make it work once I like bronze up the skin, but it is a little too light. I'm just going to blend this out with my Morphe sponge. Yeah, this shade is way too light for me right now. Way too light. So if I like it, I probably will purchase another shade in a darker shade, if they even have it. Blending out nicely, but I definitely feel like I've had other foundations that blend out quicker. And the coverage is definitely there, as you can see. I mean, I look ghostly right now, but we're gonna bronze up the skin, so we'll make it work. Alright, so with this being blended out, so it 100% has a matte finish to it. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like no shine in my skin whatsoever. I feel like the coverage is fantastic. Like, it definitely took away any redness in my skin and kind of evened everything out. I will say it definitely is more on like the drying side, so I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So this is what my skin looks like close up. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. It's definitely like a little on the kind of like drying side. Like, my skin does feel a little kind of dry, and it's kind of drying, sitting on dry patches. So my skin is super dry, so that could be why. If you have really oily skin, this might look really, really good on your skin. Moving on to concealer. I have used this a couple times, so it's not really a first impressions, but it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. This is in the shade C4. I do wish that they had more like yellowy undertones, because this is definitely pinky for sure. So I wish they did have colors more in like the warm undertone, because I really don't like pinky toned concealer. So as you can see, the concealer has pretty good coverage and it blends out really easily. Alright, so I'm just going to set this with my Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. This is new, but I have used it and I have fallen in love. It makes your under eyes look really nice and it's not drying or cakey. So I'm just going to quickly set under there. I'm just going to go into that Dusty Rose color right here, and I'm going to put that all along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into this brown shade again and just put that on my lower lash line. Alright, my face is so light right now. This foundation is not my shade. Like, you could see my neck and face difference. I look ghostly, so we need to fix that very quickly. So we're gonna go in and I'm just going to slightly contour. This is just my Smashbox Trio. I'm just gonna mix these two shades right here and contour. And I am using a Morphe M530. Alright, now for my bronzer. I really need to warm up this face. I'm going to go in with my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm going to try this new Sigma Large, well, it's not new, it's new to me. I'm going to go in with this Sigma Large powder brush. I know it's probably better for powder, but I kind of want to try it for bronzer. Alright, now we look somewhat back to normal. I don't have a new blush, so I'm just going to go in with this shade that I've been absolutely loving from Tarte. It's in the color Fortune, this color right here, and I am going to go in with this brush by Sigma. This is the Large Angled Contour. Oh, I could use this to contour with. And it's the F40. I'm just going to use that to apply my blush. This color is so pretty. And then I'm just going to use the stippling brush here. This is the Sigma Duo Fiber F50, and I'm just going to blend all this together. Alright, so now I'm really excited. I'm going to jump into this new highlight. I've heard some good and bad things about this, so we shall see. The packaging of this is stunning. Stunning, stunning. The inside of it is even prettier. Like, are you kidding me? It is so pretty. And I'm actually going to go in with my new highlight brush that I got from Anastasia. And it's their A23 brush. And I've seen so many people use this brush. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to dip in to this highlight. There's literally no fallout at all. Like, none. That's what it looks like on my brush. Oh my god. I am living for this highlight. It is so, so pretty. Oh, girl. Apply more on this side. Apply a little bit above my brow. I gotta get this skin glowing again because that Tarte foundation is very, very edifying. Alright, so I'm just gonna actually spray my brush and apply it and see if anything changes with that method. Okay, so it definitely goes on more intense when you spray your brush. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go back into my duo fiber brush and really blend this all together. I will say that I really, really like this highlight. It is a little bit more on like the sheer side. So when I say that, it like, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of, when you apply it, it kind of doesn't go on splotchy. I don't want to say that because it's not splotchy, but it is more like kind of textured looking. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Let me try to zoom you guys in. So that is what it looks like all zoomed in. As you can see, it is gorgeous. It gives you that like wet skin look for sure. So pretty. It catches the light really pretty. But it does have like a little bit of like a kind of like spaced out effect. Like, I don't know how to explain it. How would you explain this? It's not patchy, but it's just kind of like, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I did get a new liquid lipstick from Anastasia, and this is in the color Trouble, and it looks like a really pretty pink shade, so I'm going to apply this onto my lips. This is such a pretty color. When I ordered it on the website, I thought it was going to be a tiny bit lighter, but I actually don't mind the color of it. It's really, really pretty, and I really like the Anastasia formula. It has like a whipped texture, so I really like the way it feels on the lip. So I did get this new lipstick from Too Faced. It's their Angel Tears lipstick. It has like this kind of like, I've already used it, so it has a little bit of like pink on it because I used it to top a lipstick. And it's just their like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's so pretty. I kind of want to put it just like in the center, so I'm going to do that and see what happens. Alright, so I just want to show you guys what I mean by this highlight. Hold on, let me zoom you in. Alright, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but right here, there is a splotch right here that doesn't have any highlight at all, and it won't really stick to that spot, and I don't know if it's the setting powder I use. See, can you see that? I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but it's not really sticking to that spot. This side doesn't really have that, as you can see, but right here I'm not seeing any highlight, and I don't know why that is. Alright, so I did get this Too Faced Mystical Effects Setting and Refreshing Spray. I've used this once before, and I don't really know how I feel about it yet, so I'm going to apply it right now. It's supposed to give you, you have to shake it really, really good, because there's all this stuff at the bottom, and there's a little ball in it, so it kind of shakes everything up together. So you want to make sure you mix this really, really good. Alright, so as you can see, it just looks so pretty. There's like all different like blue, purple shades in here, so I'm just going to spray this all over. It smells like a creamsicle. It smells amazing. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I wasn't trying to create like anything crazy. I just wanted to play with these products and see how I liked them. I'm going to quickly kind of go over everything that I used and tell you guys how I felt about it. So the first thing being the eyeshadow palette. I love this palette already, and I've only used like 4 shades. So I really, really like this. This is definitely going to be like a go-to palette. So the lashes that I used today by Lily Lashes in this style Monaco are definitely a go-to lash for me now. They look so stunning. I love how like fluffy they are, and kind of like they just look so flirty, and I really love them so much. So these definitely get a 5-star for me. Eyeliner I'm a huge fan of. These two combined are like a winged liner girl's dream. This brush is so easy to apply liner with. Again, it's the Sigma EO6 brush, and this liner was super black, really easy, creamy to blend out, so we'll see how it wears, but so far these two I really like. Okay, as for the foundation, I'm not really sold on this yet. Maybe it's because the color was too light. I feel like when a foundation's color is off, it kind of throws you off completely. So I have to try this in a darker shade to know really how much I like it. I will say it doesn't feel like heavy on the skin or anything, but it does feel a little more drying than what I'm used to. So if you're an oily girl, I think you would really, really like this, because I do really like the way it looked on the skin. It's very full coverage, but it does have a little bit more of a dryness to it. So this I'm not really 100% sold on, but I don't dislike it, if that makes sense. Alright, now as for the highlight, you guys, so I really love the way it looks on the skin. It literally is blinding. The light hits it so good. It's just the way it applies. I don't know why it went on a little bit patchy. It could be because of the brush, but I don't think it's because of the brush, because I know a lot of people really like that brush for highlight. It could have gone on differently because of the foundation that I have underneath it. Again, like I said, that foundation's super like matte, so that could be why it applied a little bit. I mean, it's not really patchy, it's just it didn't go on as smooth as some of my other highlights do. So I have to play with this more, but I really love the way it looks on the skin. Like, it really is blinding. And the packaging is just flawless. Like, I've never seen a highlight that's prettier than this. I really, really love the packaging, and I do love the way it looks on my skin. So I have to play with it a little bit more, but I think I really do like it. So as for all of the brushes that I used from Sigma, I like every single one of them. I'm so in love with Sigma brushes. They're so nice. So again, I will leave my discount code right here for you guys or down below. If you guys want to save 10% on your purchase, I highly recommend their brushes. They are A+. To finish it off, I have to say I love the way this feels on my skin. My skin feels really like cooled right now, and it does feel really nice. So as for like the feeling of it and the way it looks, I feel like it did melt all my makeup together, and I really do like it. I don't know how it lasts. I don't know if it makes the makeup last that long, but I will have to play around with it more just to see kind of like lasting power. That wraps up this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video. Leave a comment down below which you guys want me to kind of try out next for you guys. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and also if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe down below. It would mean so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!